Hello guys. So I'm basically going on a 7 days Caribbean cruise through Norwegian cruise lines, and this is one of the videos which I'm going to show what's in the portal and what all reservations can we make and what all excursions we can take. So all the details of the cruise I will be already sharing in another video which I would be making after coming from the cruise lines, because this trip happened between in less than a month and a lot of things happened. So this is very, what I say, very rapid plan and unpredictable plan, so I am not totally prepared, but I have my suitcase ready. So I'm ready and I would be leaving tomorrow morning at 5 o'clock in the morning for my flight to Orlando, and then I would be staying there for 2 days, and then on the second day I would be taking the cruise. So let me show you what kind of cruise I'm taking. So it's by Norwegian Cruise Line. Since I'm going alone, Norwegian provides solo prices. Generally cruise line charge based on double occupancy, so you have to pay for two people in a room, or if there's three or third or fourth person you pay extra. But Norwegian has solo cabins, so that's really great. That's why I'm taking this cruise line. So I'm going on a 7 days cruise on the Norwegian Escape, which is one of the mega cruise ships. And so there are four port of calls. Technically they say five, but they are stopping at four places: one is Cosmol, Grand Canyon, Ocho Rios, and Great Stirrup Cay. So this was the original itinerary, and we got a notice last week that the itinerary has been completely changed. So instead of going in this direction, they are going in the reverse direction. So the itinerary says the same, just Ocho Rios has been replaced with Plymouth, which is just an hour away from Ocho Rios. So a lot of things happen. The Facebook group has about 700 to 800 people and it's very active, so I can tell you the stories later after coming up and what all things happen in those Facebook group. But this is how it looks. So they have various cabins. The Norwegian Escape, I took the balcony because it's my third cruise and I love balcony, because 2 days would be at sea days where we would not be stopping at any port. So sitting in a chair and enjoying the view in a private balcony, sipping a good glass of champagne, having good food is just what I love. So that's why I booked balcony. If you want a cheaper one, you can go for the studio or the inside. Those are the most cheapest rooms available. These heaven rooms are basically luxurious Airbnbs, so you can take those. So that's all about the Norwegian Escapes, and they offer lots of excursions on different ports. So you can click by port like Great Stirrup Cay, which is their own private island. You can see zip lining, there's what we say, jet ski and other stuff. Whereas with Cosmol, they have more of the culture of Mexico, like the Mayan ruins one, which I'm already going. Then you have snorkeling and dolphin, other kinds of stuff. So each of the cruise lines basically offer what we say, their own excursions, so you can look at into that and get their excursions. So this is the ship which I'm sailing on, Norwegian Escape. It basically has around 4200, which is based on double occupancy, but our estimates, internal sources say it's around 5000 guests. So they have different dining experiences and all of things I will show you from my internal portal. So let's get going. So in this video I'm mostly sharing all the details like cost and everything. So I've removed my what we say, reservation number from this because I don't want to share it. So basically I embark on 27 January from Orlando and come back 1 week later on the same day at the same port. I've already made my payment and you can see that I have a balcony. BT means it's a solo balcony, and that's my room number. So this is my Norwegian portal on my account. Here so basically you have to do a check-in similar to flight. It generally starts few days 21 days before your cruise and ends 3 days before, so it's different from airlines. So make sure you check in between that 21 days to 3 days, otherwise it can cause issues. So I've already checked it in and I can download my check-in documents and go to it. With check-in documents they also give you luggage tags which you have to actually attach to your luggage, so that the porters who are at the port can deliver your luggage to your room. So make sure you do that. I have my own luggage tags. So here basically I can see what all the ports are there, like the Great Stirrup Cay. Then we would be spending another day at sea, Falmouth, Georgetown, Cosmo, another at sea, and then back. Here we have arrive and depart time. So these are not the local times, these are the ship times. So make sure you note of that. Do not follow the local time, follow the ship timings. So these are the you can see what all thing. When you click on each of these tabs, you can see what things have been booked. So this is little bit changed because the itinerary has changed last week, so they have not got time to update their portal, so it's kind of messed up. So my cruise fare was around $1,000. Then there's taxes, so my cruise total comes out to be around $1,400. Then I booked some excursions, and I booked spa also, so it costed me extra. Then that's the total amount I have right now, which is almost $2,000. Then we can add prepaid gratuity. So it's basically not optional. It's compulsory. They should add it in Feb, but yeah, you can prepay it or you can pay it on the last day. So you have to just pay it. It's like $20 per person per day. So yeah, you can take a travel production. I didn't take it. I don't generally need it. So port is almost an hour drive from Orlando airport. So if you need a transfer through Norwegian, you can book it here. It costs around $38 one way. You have to return it, so 38 into twice the amount. You can also look for the cheap options, like there is GoPort, which costs around $30, almost $7 to $8 cheaper. And then there is other, you can rent a car or you can take another bus or hire a cab, Uber, other ways. So either you can follow Norwegian or you can take another. So basically I am renting a car and dropping it off near the port, and they will provide a shuttle, and returning I'm through GoPort, which basically costed me $30. That's my guest. So when you check in, you have to enter your citizenship details, your check-in time, when time you would be arriving. This is not the boarding time, so ship generally starts boarding once all the guests disembarks. So this is the time they have just made it to spread out the crowd of 4,000 to 5,000 people. So that's it. So boarding generally starts around 11 to 12. So I may have 2 hours extra. Then they have the ship details, which is the Norwegian. So if you click on more details, it will take you the Norwegian SK, which can show you what all features it have. They also have webcam, which can show where the ship is live now. So it's night time, so you can see it's totally dark somewhere in the ocean. Then this will also contain the different staterooms. Mine is a balcony. Then they have lots of dining options, which we'll have a look soon. Then that's my stateroom. And I guess that's all, just important documentation, visas, currency, and all other stuff which you can find in the general FAQ. Now coming to this thing. So as I said, I booked some shore excursions. This is it has to be booked. It starts almost 120 days before the cruise and ends 3 days before. So I've booked 2 on Great Stirrup Cay, which is ziplining and jet ski. I booked a snorkel, and at Cosmol I booked the mine ruins. This has some extras. It's probably a bug by the software developer or the data people, I do not know, but yeah, if you look at the original link, which I will mention in this video before, so you can see different excursion which a ship can offer. Then they have some upgrades like free at sea. Basically you got a free at sea, which has basically 2 options for specialty dining, unlimited drinks, 150 minutes of Wi-Fi, and that's the basic thing. So drinks has basically Coke and some alcohol included. So if you want to upgrade to the premium beverage package or unlimited Wi-Fi, no restrictions like minutes, or you want to dine at all those specialty restaurants for extra, you can get a discount here. So these are offer upgrades. I don't drink too much top shelf alcohol, so I'm taking the basic one. 150 minutes, yeah, it does seem less, but maybe I will upgrade, but I do not know right now. So these are the dining options. There are almost 20 dining options. So the Savor, the Test, Manhattan Room are basically the main dining restaurants, which are complimentary. They serve breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They have timings. You can book the timings beforehand right here, or you can just walk in. If you walk in, there's a chance of wait. So yeah, since I'm traveling solo, I don't want to pre-book it. I want to just go with the flow. So depending, I will see what time I can get into which restaurant, which is the least busiest. Then they have the heaven restaurants, which basically is for the heaven guests or the top suite people. They have a gelato corner, they have atrium cafe, they have a garden cafe, which is basically the buffet. it also serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So it's like a buffet, and the Savor, Taste, and Manhattan are basically sit-down restaurants with proper attire. Now I was talking about the specialty restaurants. So these are like some specialty restaurants like Food Republic, Biomo, then Cagney's, La Cuccia, Le Bistro. So I have got options of selecting two restaurants where I can get dinner for free. I am planning to go with the French restaurant and maybe Cagney's Steakhouse or Biomo Seafood. So I'm little confused between these two, but I will decide it later. But Le Bistro French restaurant is one thing I've fixed. You can select it and you can also see what kind of menu they have, and you can pre-decide items. So if you're doing a la carte, this is the prices, but if you have the specialty dining package, you get an appetizer, one main course, and one dessert. You can select your timings as well. Yep, if you want to have room service, it's generally $10. You can get things at your room delivered, but it costs $10 from what I have heard. So yeah, these are the dining restaurants. I'm not able to book any of the specialty dining restaurants from 1 month because they allow only small amount of bookings, which starts almost 120 days before cruise departs, and many people plan 1 year, 2 year ahead. So they booked all of this, but they have majority of the bookings available on board. So I have to onboard the ship as soon as the day I embark and onboard. The first thing I have to go and get all my restaurants booked. So that's the plan. They have lots of entertainments like behind the scenes, games, shows. So I booked this Square of Man, which is pretty famous. I booked it on my first sea day, and then there are other shows which are not able to book right now. So you have to go on board and book it. Yeah, then there's this thermal suite, which I will create another video later about these things. They also have a sports complex which has mini golf and some other stuff, small stuff. And they also have an arcade. Yeah, they have a nice arcade and casinos definitely. So as the usual. If you want to get some spa treatment or 7 days spa, so you can book it all here. I'm not interested so much in spa, so definitely I'm not booking any of this. If you like to get clicked your good photos, so you can buy your photo packages from here as well. So everything is there in the account, which I showed. So basically the first thing which I really like to do is basically book my excursion as fast as possible. I don't tend to do third party because I'm not so old to cruising. Generally people who have visited port multiple times try to go with the third party because they're cheaper. Cruise lines excursions are generally on the costlier side, but the biggest benefit is if your excursion is late, the cruise will wait for you. If you are going through a third party and if you're late, then the cruise might depart. So that's the biggest benefit of booking an excursion through cruise lines, is that they will wait for you. So I booked my excursions and my spa, which is basically 7 day spa. I will show you an entire video later. So this is all about my trip. So I just wanted to show you the account and what things you can do. Basically you can do the check-in, you can book your excursions. If dining options are available, you can book it, and that's all from your account. So yep, that's it. So let's get going. And yeah, I missed one thing. At Free at Sea, which I got the offer, basically I also get $50 discount per excursion. So yeah, that was a good thing. Some of my excursions are just $20. So yep, it really made sense. So yep, that's all about the website and check-in. I wanted to show more details, but unfortunately it's almost 10 o'clock and I have a flight at 5 tomorrow morning. So yeah, I have to get some sleep, but rest of the videos would be coming out soon. So stay tuned.